Hi everyone, Marilla here. I know absolutely long time no see. I have been missing in action on a lot of my social media during summer. Truth be told, I was traveling a little bit. I had a few visitors over here in the apartment, and because my craft room is also our guest room, that means that whenever I have visitors, I don't really have a lot of access to the room here. And yeah, just life got in the way, and summer just flew by, and I was pretty absent on, like I said, Instagram and my blog and everything. And I was even more absent here on YouTube. Now, in fairness, I was also absent from purchasing a lot of things, which is probably another reason why I didn't really have a lot of reasons to even be here on YouTube and do any kind of haul videos or anything like that. But yeah, I did make a few orders over the summer, and like we're talking probably, I don't know, May, June, July, August kind of a thing. And I just wanted to share those with you before I put some of them away. I actually have used a few of them already, but some of them I wanted to kind of first take the video off and then put them away. So I figured I have a few moments now, I'll do it. Just to give you a little bit of an update, some of you already probably know it, some of you don't yet. So my husband and I are expecting a second baby. So yay, it's a baby girl again. So far, everything's going more or less all right. Now there were a few issues on the way, but we managed to kind of get rid of them, and everything's going okay now. So I'm nearly 5 months now, and yeah, the baby's due. Well, actually, I am 5 months pregnant now, and the baby's due end of January. So this is another reason why most likely in the nearest future I will be a little bit more absent than usual. Simply because, yeah, with a new baby, it's going to be again a lot of work. And this is also the reason why I kind of held back even more on my purchases than usual. You know that I'm a pretty frugal person, as in when I make an order, I'll make a slightly bigger one simply because it makes sense for us here in Europe when we're getting stuff from the US to make bigger orders because it's cheaper to ship. But in general, I try to kind of only purchase not too many things all the time, and this year I'm kind of trying to even hold back now even more, especially in the second half of the year, simply because I know that in the coming months I will not have an awful lot of time to craft. So I figured rather than, keep piling new things over and over, and then in a year or two when I finally have proper time to craft again, I'll have all this old stuff to play with. I thought that it would be better to just kind of hold back now, maybe only buy a few things that I really think are kind of quite essential for me, and just get back to purchasing crafty stuff when I'm back to properly playing with it. Of course, I'll have a time to make a note card here and there, but I know it won't be as much as I would like to, so you know what I mean, right? So yeah, I haven't really made an awful lot of orders over the summer, although I availed of a few kind of discounts and promotions and whatnot. And like I said, I think one of the orders was made around July, which was my birthday, and the other one, I'm not even sure if it wasn't even June or something around that. And one of the purchases I'm going to show you was my birthday gift, but I think I got it in May or somewhere, and it was just waiting nicely stashed away, patiently waiting. I was patiently waiting to play with the things. So yeah, I'll just show you what I have. Some of the things are already opened and used. Some of them, like I said, were waiting to be filmed before I start using them. So let's dig into it and I'll show you everything. So first of all, I was lucky enough as well to win a few things, and this is one of the things I won, and it's so beautifully packaged. I don't know if you heard about Maria's Krumspring stamps. If you haven't, well, I have bad news for you. As in, it's good news for her, but not so good news for crafters. Maria is also expecting a baby at the moment, and she's going through some family stuff at the moment. Therefore, she closed her shop for the time being. But I'm sure she'll be back. So if you like this stamp set, or if you want to check more of her stamp sets on her website that you can see here, feel free to do so. And I'm sure that when she's back, she's going to be more than happy to sell you some of her stuff. This is a lovely little set which is called Avocado Family. It's absolutely cute, adorable, and I think very, very unique. And I was lucky enough actually to win it from her last year. Well, listen, last year, I mean before holidays, summer holidays. I live in school years, I suppose. But I was lucky enough to win it earlier this year and I haven't used it yet, which now would be a great occasion for me. But yeah, I just thought I would show it to you. Like I said, even though unfortunately these are not for purchase at the moment online anymore, you might maybe find them somewhere on someone's stashes, or if not, then you can just patiently, follow her on Instagram or follow her shop and just patiently wait for her return when you can buy stamps from her. So that's the one little cute thing that I got from her, and I'm really delighted with it. So thank you, Maria. The thing that I said that it was my birthday gift and waited for me forever was my packet of Zigs. Yes, I know I'm very late to the party. I'm usually late to the party with most of the crafty stuff. I only got them for my birthday in July from my hubby. We got them on Amazon. There was a nice deal. I think it was around April or May when I got them, and then they patiently waited for me till my birthday. Then we were away on holidays, so I really only started using them very recently. But I have to say I'm really, really glad that I actually got them, because whilst my colouring is not great, I won't even lie, I'm not a great colourer, I'll colourist, I still really, really enjoy using these. So, whether I'm good at it or not, the thing is I'm having fun with it, and I think that's the most important thing. So if you've been hesitating about getting these, I could highly recommend them, really. I got the 48 pack. It was a nice deal on it. I don't actually remember now how much I paid, but I know it was a pretty good deal on it at that time. I'm not sure if they're cheaper now or if they're still keeping their prices, but I know on Amazon especially they are on offer every now and again. I decided not to go for the 60 pack or any of the bigger ones first of all, obviously budget reasons, but I also felt that the 48 is actually the nicest pack in terms of the amount and differentiation in colours. So between the 48 and the 60, the colours that were there added, I didn't really feel like I really needed that many of them. And likewise, kind of the 36 pack versus the 48, I thought the 48 had some nice colours that I wanted to use as well. So that's why in the end, I was initially planning on getting only the 36 pack, but I went for the 48. So I was glad to have the discount because it was easier on the wallet. But yeah, if you haven't played with them yet, get yourself at least a few of them, even just, a few singular colours to give them a try, because I think they're really lovely. So I'm really, really, really enjoying using these. I only started, but I'm already enjoying them. So that was my birthday gift. And then from a bit of money that I collected from my birthday and so on, I did a bit of shopping over at Simon Says. And the first thing I got was the Strathmore Bristol smooth paper. That's the one that everybody is raving about, that is so good for the zigs, and I have to say I'm really liking it. A crafty friend of mine, Kaya, also sent me some Derwent watercolor paper that she is using and she's enjoying. And I played with that paper as well, and I have to say it's pretty nice as well. So you don't necessarily need to get this one if it's hard to get it. That Derwent paper is really nice as well. I personally slightly prefer this one because it really is smooth and it gives you more time to play around. But on the other hand, I think maybe once you're kind of more used to using the markers, the other one can give you also other nice options because it has a bit more tooth, and I think it kind of grasps the color a little bit faster. So that gives sometimes as well a really nice watercolor effect. So definitely those two papers are really lovely. I'm sure there's other papers as well that work well with the markers, but for now these ones are the ones that I've been using. I haven't actually tried any other ones. So I got that over at Simon. And then I got some Nina Solar White, £80. And that's what I usually color on or make my panels from, like my front panels from my cards. And I was running low, so I just got a bit of that. Yeah, some more boring stuff as well that I got. I got myself as well the Wow Clear Gloss Super Fine Embossing Powder. My daughter recently, before that purchase, which was I think in June. So back then my daughter knocked down my box of embossing powder and managed to actually open the box of my clear embossing powder. So it landed on the floor, and when I tried to collect it, unfortunately it was full of cat hair and everything else. Therefore I needed to buy a new one. So I decided to give Wow a go. I actually don't think I have any of their. Oh, I have their one of their embossing powders already, and I really like it, so I thought I'd give this one a go. This one is the gloss one and the super fine one, which I think is always useful to have the super fine one in case you want to emboss some intricate designs or sentiments. So I got that. I also got myself a Distress ink in Spun Sugar. That's my second one already. Unfortunately, one of the times I was using mine, I left it open without realizing it on my desk, and I only found it a few days later, and it was already pretty dry, so I wasn't even sure if a re-inker would work with it, and I didn't have a re-inker, so I just decided to get a new cube. So got that to replenish my stock. Got myself that mono sand eraser that a lot of crafters are raving about. I already used it a little bit because I made a few boo-boos already on cards that I was making recently, and I have to say it works really nicely. So if you sometimes have a bit of ink or a splatter or something, a smudge on your card, it might actually save you. So if you want to give it a go, I'd say it's worth it. It's not really such an expensive thing, and it's worth to just have handy just in case. I also got myself the Action Wobbles. These happen to be by Art Impressions, and they're the mini Action Wobbles. Yeah, unfortunately they came a little bit smashed, but the wobbles themselves are working. I've used already a few of these. I like to use them sometimes on cards, especially cards for kids or for kind of family members with a bit of sense of humor. So I got these. I have the bigger ones, but they don't always work on all the images, so the little ones are coming really handy. I also got myself one of those We Are Memory Keepers Next Level embossing folders. This again is not new on the market at all, but I wanted to give it a go. In fairness, I don't really use that many embossing folders at the moment as I used to back when I started card making, but I think this one is really nice. I got the woven one, so it gives you those two effects of kind of like a woven basket, and I think they could be really neat for backgrounds on the cards. So I decided to give them a go. I haven't opened them yet, but this is what they look like. There's two of them inside. They give a really nice texture, so I think I'm gonna really enjoy using these. And last but not least, in that order, then I got myself the Misty Creative Corners. Haven't used them yet, but I'm sure I will. First of all, I even like these for the extra magnetic bits, and then it's really nice to be able to do all the diagonal patterns with them and so on. So I think they're gonna come handy. I was looking forward to getting them, and even though I haven't used them yet, it's just I wasn't really making any designs like this, but I think I'm gonna enjoy them. I really like my Misty, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy using these. So that was my first order at the beginning of the summer, I think. And then I don't even remember when that was, guys, to be honest. I think it was end of July or maybe beginning of August, when Simon had a bit of a special offer. I think it was $10 or $15 off if you made a purchase or something like that. So I also got a few things at that time, and here they are. Actually, I'm not sure even, I might be mixing some of these orders, to be honest with you, but it doesn't really matter. They're all here now. I got myself as well a few of the Nuvo drops because I wanted to give them a go. I'm sorry, I went out of frame here because I was looking around for a moment. So what I got was the Crystal Drops in Morning Dew. Then I got the Jewel Drops in Pale Periwinkle. I thought that color looked really nice, and I hope it's not gonna disappoint me. And then I just got the white, so that's Crystal Drops Simply White Gloss. So these are yet to be used. I took them out of their packaging that they came with from Simon, but I haven't used them yet. So I'm hoping to play with these a little bit in the nearest future and see how they go. I also finally got myself two of the Distress Oxide inks. This one's already open because I used it. This one is still new, waiting. So I got the Cracked Pistachio and the Wilted Violet. Two kind of random colors maybe, but they're two of my favorite colors pretty much in terms of the regular Distress inks, so I just thought I'd give these a go as well. I've used the Cracked Pistachio one and it's really nice. They blend really nicely. I'm definitely not going to invest in all of them again, to be honest. I'm happy enough with my normal Distress inks, and I know they're a little bit more work in terms of blending, but I'm happy to do it. I've been doing it for so long that I'm used to it. maybe I'll get a few more colors, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you. What mostly puts me off is that they only come in because of their formulation, they only come in the big boxes for now. I prefer the smaller cubes, first of all, for the price reasons. Second of all, because they simply take up less space, and I also have a limited space. So I like the mini cubes. So maybe if they come out with these in the mini cubes, I might invest in a few more. For now, I think I'm gonna just keep these two and play with my old regular distress inks in the meantime. I also got myself finally the Cutter Bee scissors. A lot of people are using these for fussy cutting, and as you know, I very rarely purchase coordinating dies for my stamp sets. So I usually fussy cut my images or just stamp them directly on the cards, and I have already opened these and used these, and I have to say I really love them. So if you're into fussy cutting, this might be something you might want to look into, because they cut really nicely. The cuts are really nice, clean and precise, and it's very easy to use them. Like, I have a few little scissors that are meant to be detailing scissors and so on, and to be honest, I wasn't really crazy about them. These ones really work very nice. I really like them, and for now they are my go-to scissors when I'm doing fussy cutting, so it was definitely a good investment. Also got myself the Dynamics stitched, what is it, Peekaboo window. That's the square one. I really wanted actually the rectangular one, but at the time when I was buying or making my order, the rectangular one was out of stock, so maybe one day I'll finally manage to get them. Because it's one. I got the other one, the square one. I thought the square one looked very nice as well. So that's yet to be used, but I'm really happy with this one, because I think it's gonna be nice on kind of more cleaner cards. And I love the stitching details, so I think they're gonna be fun to use. Got myself a W+9 basic greeting die, and that's the set that says friend, smile, hello, and thanks. Really like the font. I like the size of them. They're not very big. I think they're gonna look really nice on cards, so I got myself that as well. Sunny Studio, my very first stamp set, I think, from Sunny Studio, and that's the 2 scoops one. To be honest, I know it's now summer's past, but it'll be back next year, and I have quite a lot of friends who have holidays in summer, as in who have birthdays in summer, so these will come handy. And I really like the stamp set. I've seen a lot of people work with it. It's a layering stamp set, obviously, but I think the design of it is very clever, and the ice cream looks so delicious when people stamp them out. So even though I wasn't really going to buy a lot of new stamp sets, I decided to go for this one. I think this one is kind of a very, like, it's one that you can have forever really in your collection, as in you can really use ice cream for a lot of different occasions, and it comes as well with some nice sentiments. But I just absolutely love this ice cream, or with this cone, whichever. Like, these ones are as well nice, the scoopy ones, but I love this one, and I've seen so many lovely projects with it, so I'm looking forward to using it. Most probably it'll need to wait till next year, but so be it. I'm sure there'll be no harm. I mean, stamps last pretty much forever if you keep them and treat them well, so that's not a problem. I also got myself a Prismacolor crayon in white. I just wanted to have something to be able to do a little bit of maybe detailing and shading when I color. Unfortunately, when it came by post, it came broken, but that's not a big problem. I can just sharpen it and use it then, so that's not going to be a massive problem for me. I mean, obviously it would be nice to have it in one piece, but if it's not, so be it. And last but not least, I got as well this perfectly played rainbow pack of 6x6 papers from Lawn Fawn. I don't think I didn't really open. I don't really need to flip through them too much. I think they came out like last year, I think. So they came out forever ago, but because I'm recently really into rainbow colors, and in general I like happy colorful cards, and like I like nice backgrounds and so on, I thought it would be a nice paper to have whenever I wanted to order something from Simon Says or wherever else I was ordering that would kind of carry Lawn Fawn as well. The rainbow perfectly plaid was always out of stock. I finally managed to get my hands on it, so I just got it. Haven't opened it yet, as you can see, but I'm sure I will dig into it. Even though I'd love to hoard it, but you know, it's to be used, so I'll have to start using it soon. And yeah, I really like the colors of it. So So yeah, so that was it. So yeah, quite a bit of order, as in quite a lot of things purchased, but seeing that it was like I think 4 or 5 months, maybe not that much in the end. Like I said, I'm probably going to really slow down with my purchases now in the nearest future. If I see something I really like, or if there's a really good offer in some of the shops, I might cave in, but I'll try to be more or less strong for the rest of the year for now. If you have any questions about any of these products, just let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to help. I'll also have a few links probably to the products that I purchased, so in case you want to get them yourself, you can check them out. I'll probably also have a little de-stash in the nearest future, so keep an eye out for that. I want to kind of clean out a little bit my craft room before the baby arrives, so hopefully I'll manage to find a few things that I would like to maybe pass on to others, and make some space for potential new things that might arrive then in the future. So I'll most likely do my de-stash on Instagram, but I might try to do it here as well, so that if any of you are interested, you might maybe get yourself something pre-loved or even new for a better price. If you're interested in the de-stash, actually let me know in the comments if you don't mind. That way I'll know, should I even bother doing it here on YouTube, or should I just do it on my Instagram or my blog? And we'll take it from there, really. I'd say it would be the next few weeks that I would be doing it. So that's all I have to share for now. There is nothing else really to do. I think it's already a long enough video as it is. So if I make any other orders or have anything else to share, I'll be back and chat to you. In the meantime, have a great day and take care. Bye bye.